I'm trying to think how to phrase this question. They're saying that they would like to initiate, I think they mean wash, dry, fold, but they don't have the funds to start it. So any suggestions, I guess, how would you begin if you're kind of working on a shoestring, maybe is the best way to answer this. I think both of you, or at least Waleed, you said you did start with, trying not to spend a lot of money. So I guess any advice or tips to get started if you have little funding to get started?
Yeah, well, it depends on the question. I can think of two scenarios for it. One, they have an existing self-service laundromat and they want to add wash and fold, or if it's someone who wants to get in the laundry business, but they only want to do wash and fold. In both scenarios, you can keep, from my experience, you can keep your expenses pretty low depending on how much sweat equity you're willing to put in. So if you have a self-service laundromat, add it to your website. We do self-service, or your POS system that you use in your store, turn on the pickup and delivery, and then wake up early or stay up late, get in your car and go pick up the clothes yourself. I did all of our pickup and deliveries the first year we started it. And let me be clear, I never wanted to do pickup and delivery, and I never wanted to do dry cleaning because I didn't want to deal with logistics. And I was told from being, in the business, like, you don't want to do dry cleaning. If you lose a $500 blouse, oh my God, it's going to be totally game over for you. Ask me how many $500 blouses we lost, like none. So it was just mindset from other people. So I did all the pickup and deliveries the first year until we built it up enough where I felt comfortable handing it over to another driver, training wise and economic. If you're doing it from the other aspect, you aren't in the laundry business at all, and you want to get just into pickup and delivery, do the same thing. Build a landing page real quick for really dirt cheap, do it yourself. Go get a domain. Don't use like yourlaundry@gmail or hotmail.com. Sorry for anybody who's doing that now. But do that, set it up, and then start taking orders and go out there and do it yourself. And if you don't have the time because maybe you have a regular full-time focus, job wise, you can look at how do you leverage the gig economy. And there's a lot of thoughts, plus and minus in our industry about it. We've done it for a little over a year, so you can use that to your advantage. It's low cost, quick, low barrier entry. Those would, quickly with that, those are the two scenarios in the way I would look at it.
Anything to add, David?
Yeah, I'll expand on that a bit. If you don't have your own facilities, what a lot of these, like even some of the venture, actually, especially some of the venture capital funded wash and fold pickup and delivery companies do is they outsource to other people. We got into this business almost by accident. The wash and fold was the last thing I wanted to do, to be honest. And now we're like, knee deep in this thing. But we were approached by a company called Laundromat that did just that. They had a nice website. They had a great process, and they said, "Hey, could you do the wash and fold for us?" And we said, "Okay, let's do it." And then, 3 months into this, my wife and I looked at each other. We thought, "Hey, I think we can do the same thing. We can do a better job. Let's do it ourselves." And that's kind of how we got into it. But this person didn't really was getting the money from the customers before they had to pay us out. And so it was a fairly inexpensive way to get into the business and to even scale the business. There is a point, I think, where you need to have your own processes and really, really have them dialed in nicely. But to get started, you really don't need much. You don't need, you need a nice web page, like Waleed said, but you can go to, Foursquare or Squarespace, Wix, whatever, and build a awesome, website in like 10 minutes. So that's what you should do.